Horns up and welcome to Headbanger's Kitchen. I'm back to asking the question, will it meet? The series where I take popular Indian vegetarian dishes and add meat to them. And the dish we're going to meatify today is Pav Bhaji. So Pav Bhaji is a popular Mumbai street food dish that is made by smashing boiled vegetables with some butter and some spices, and then it is served with a local bread called pav. It's an absolutely delicious dish, and today we're going to jazz it up with some meat. We're going to be putting some Goa sausage or chorizo into that Pav Bhaji, and trust me, it's going to be delicious. We'll also make a chorizo butter to go with our pav. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking. To make our Pav Bhaji, I start by putting some potatoes, cauliflower, peas and tomatoes into my pan. I season with salt, add some water, spread it around and cover it and cook. Pav Bhaji masala is available everywhere, so I'm just going to use a store-bought one, and I'll leave a link where you can purchase it as well in the video description box. Chorizo or Goa sausage is going to be our pokey element for this Pav Bhaji, and I just cut the strings of the sausage and then I cut the casing and remove the sausage meat. This sausage is packed with flavor and you can use your favorite brand of Goa sausage. You could also use a Spanish or a Mexican chorizo for a milder flavor. Once the chorizo has been removed from the casing, set it aside. I check in on the veggies, mix them around, check if they are cooked, and since they aren't, I cover it and let it continue cooking. Once the veggies are fully cooked, I remove half of them from the pan because my pan is way too small and I've used way too many vegetables. I get out the Pav Bhaji smasher and start smashing the vegetables in the pan till I make a veggie pulp. Then I take the smasher and smash the other half of the veggies that I transferred into a bowl, and then I put all the smashed veggies from the pan into the bowl, but I realized I used way too many vegetables, so for this recipe I'm going to use half of this, and in the blog post on Headbanger's Kitchen I'll write out the correct measurements. Then in the same pan I add the chorizo on a low heat and start to saute it. I deglaze the pan with some water which will now help the chorizo release its fat. The water will cook down and then the chorizo oil will be released and the chorizo will be frying in its own fat. Since this is a lot of chorizo oil, I don't want a very oily Pav Bhaji, so I will remove most of it from the pan and set it aside. But don't throw it away, we need that oil later. Then in goes some butter because you can't have Pav Bhaji without butter. Cumin seeds as well and chopped red onions. Now saute this for a minute or two and then we add in some coriander, green bell pepper, garlic paste, Kasuri Methi or fenugreek leaves, turmeric, Kashmiri red chilli powder and Pav Bhaji masala, and then saute for another minute or two. I squeeze in a bit of lime and then I add half the mashed vegetable mixture. Then I add water to that, give it a good mix, cover and cook for 4 to 5 minutes. Open it up and smash that bhaji like you smash the discrimination against meat eaters in India. Now to get that street style red color in the Pav Bhaji, I add some red food color, which is optional. I season with salt and give it another round of smashing. And our bhaji is ready. But first, a special chorizo butter will be made by adding that chorizo fat we saved from earlier along with some fresh coriander, some Pav Bhaji masala, and then whisk it all together to make an incredible chorizo butter. For my non-Indian friends, we eat this with something called pav, which is a local bread that I am going to cut down the middle and then butter it with that chorizo butter. I get my tawa on the stove and then place my pav buttered side down. Put a little butter on the flip side before flipping it over. Once it's toasted to my liking, I get it off the stove. Now it's time to plate up the Pav Bhaji, and I am using this special steel plate which I have only used once before in my life for the keto Pav Bhaji. We serve the Pav Bhaji with some raw onions mixed with coriander, a wedge of lime and the buttered pav. A bit of that chorizo oil, a knob of butter and a sprinkle of coriander to make it look picture perfect. And that is our pork Pav Bhaji made with Goa sausage, all done and ready. It looks like regular Pav Bhaji. Of course I gotta get some of that buttery pav, dip it in the bhaji and make a bite and chow down. Delicious. But anyway, time for the official taste test.
I'm Bhavita. I am a law student.
So I'm Rahul Mane. I am from Mumbai and I'm into IT.
I'm Bhavya and I'm a lawyer.
I am Craig Chester Fernandez. I am 27 and I am a musician and an actor, stage actor.
Awesome. So I have to ask you, Pav Bhaji, have you eaten it? Do you like it?
Of course I've had it, yeah, and it depends on the place, really, but yeah, I do love Pav Bhaji, a good one especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Half of my college life went on it.
Eating Pav Bhaji.
Yes.
Okay. And so I'm assuming you like it, or are you sick of it now?
Definitely.
Okay.
Never sick of Pav Bhaji.
And what if I told you I was feeding you a pokey Pav Bhaji with chorizo?
I'd say interesting. It's something I would never have thought of as a combo, but I'm very interested to see how this turns out for sure.
I feel very excited.
That would be great.
And two things I love that are combined. That's going to be interesting.
I like it. I really like it. Holy shit. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
It's okay.
This is really nice. This is the smell that I've been inhaling ever since I walked into this house. Smells very nice.
Okay, I'm getting flashbacks.
Flashback to college or flashback to Goa?
Both. All the happy flashbacks.
It is very interesting. I never thought Pav Bhaji could be non-vegetarian, but I do approve. I really like this combo.
I got a piece of pork now. It's very nice. I think I've had other meats way more than pork, like chicken, mutton, and more seafood. Because sometimes the pork is not that tender in a lot of places. But this one is nicely soft.
Okay, they definitely complement each other's flavors, at least for me. And the lemon, it just brings them together.
It's somehow going really well. And there's still the original Pav Bhaji taste in it also.
So what I love the most about this is the chorizo flavors are there, but they're not overpowering the Pav Bhaji in any way. They're like just there in the background. And if you manage to get like a piece of pork, then you really taste it. But otherwise it mixes together so well, because at the end of the day, Pav Bhaji is onion and stuff that would mix with like chorizo. You could mix it and it wouldn't be out of place. I really like that. It's not too sweet. It's definitely still got some spice to it. I don't know how you would feel with this, but with the onion with some lime, it really tastes damn good.
I can see the masala sprinkled in the pav. Okay, this is really nice. This is a really good combination. I've never had it before. It's the first time having it and love it.
I love it.
It's very nice and crispy. And slightly salty also because of the
butter.
sauce.
Lots of butter on the...
That I can see.
I really enjoyed this. I didn't think this would be something that would be this good, definitely. I thought it'd be okay, interesting. But it actually tastes like I might just like do this myself someday.
This is very nice. You're making normal Pav Bhaji seem too mundane for me now.
Excellent. Hopefully you will eat all your Pav Bhaji like this.
If I definitely will.
Loved it. Like the combination was completely unexpected, but it works really well. And thank you for letting me experience something that brings up so many happy memories from my past.
And if you had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
I think 10 out of 10.
I think I'll rate it 8.5 because I really like the addition of pork in Pav Bhaji. That is definitely 100% an improvement. It's just a little bit on the more tangy side for me personally, but otherwise as a dish it's pretty great.
So I'd say it completely blew me away. It's something I didn't think would work. I don't know what you would call this, what sort of fusion, but I would definitely give this a 10. Like I would make this like every time we made Goa sausage at home, I'd probably save some chorizo and mix it with some Pav Bhaji. Definitely like a must try.
And 9.5. As you say, nothing in life is perfect, but this is damn close.
Hey folks, normally at the end of the video, I taste the dish. But as you can see here, the tasters have basically finished everything that we made and the dish has been wiped clean. So I tasted a little bit of it earlier and it was delicious. But I hope after seeing this empty dish, you're gonna try this recipe. Let me know how it turns out and I will see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. And thank you to my patrons who support me every day. Thank you to the YouTube members as well. I'm getting a call, so I will say goodbye. Talk to you later. I promise you I'm not high. Bye.